Let's come to Senator.
Yes.
Senator, very quickly.
Thank you very much. I don't know what my brother is trying to allude to in terms of color coding of the ballot.
Were you aware that it was supposed to be color coded? Yes or no?
Personally, I wasn't aware.
Okay, let me.
And I was not looking out to that.
But so at the INEC.
Okay, I wasn't there.
Let me put.
Sorry, Congressman.
But what? No, what a minute.
For a reason of time, we
Yes.
do not have time.
Yes.
But I do want us to manage the limited time we have.
Yes.
So please permit me. Let me ask you, were you aware as an individual that there was supposed to be color coding?
I'm not aware.
You're not aware, so both of you did not know. Okay, so that means they were not aware of it. Who were the people that are aware? I will come back to you. I'll come back to you. Who are the people that are aware of this?
3 days to the election. These were the words of General. He said, in pursuit of operational efficiency and desire for improvement of elections, we have learned lessons since 2001 and incorporated those lessons learned. And for these elections, the ballot papers are color-coded specifically, tied to the local governments. That is the tape I have brought to you.
Okay.
Now, so let me quickly.
Let me easily be verified.
Yeah, let me quickly chip in.
All right.
My honorable brother, color coding the paper is not in the Electoral Act. So the fact that he said he wanted to color code, and you just admitted that they color coded the boxes, but not the
boxes.
paper.
They tagged it.
They tagged it with color codes.
Yes.
Okay. So we would not know whether what he actually meant was that he was going to color code those boxes by tagging it, and you saw that they were tagged. But does that now, to the person voting, if the color coding were not there, does it vitiate the integrity of that election?
Okay, let me.
So for me, I would want to say that people actually went to the polls. People voted out of their volition. They voted who they wanted in that election. Any other thing is an excuse. Okay. Because it's about voting. It's about the people.
I said I would like to respond to what Simba said.
Please go ahead.
Like he said, Egbon said that that election was won over a year ago, or Fayemi lost over a year ago. Ask him. I engaged him. We met about a year ago, and I told him that, look, you are losing the next election in Ekiti State. See, they came into power, and Fayemi became so cocky, and you see, there's a detachment between the government and the governance. There's no relation, there's no synergy. Our people don't even know who Fayemi is. He has been a stranger to the people. His policies are not acceptable to the people. And that is the truth. And the Ekiti people are enlightened. And they saw all these things and said, look, this is not the kind of person that we want. I'm the kind of a person, when I get to Ekiti State, I'm not asking the party people to tell me what was on ground. I enter buses and I'll ask questions from the buses. Let me give my experience. One of the days, I enter a bus. I'm an Ado Ekiti person. I enter a bus from Ado Ekiti going to Akure. I put on a face cap and I raise a question about Fayemi. I won't raise a question about PDP. And I said, oh, Fayemi is doing well. I said it in a dialect. Unfortunately, Fayemi doesn't even speak a dialect. I speak the dialect frankly. And I said, you know, speak a dialect to the people. And a woman that sat beside me just shifted. And I said, and I asked her, why did you do that? He said, maybe you are one of them. And I said, but whatever government is doing well, we should commend them. We should say something good about them. The woman said, look, this government has sold us out. An elderly woman. The truth about the matter is there's a total detachment between the people and the government. And my friend can attest to it. It's just the little elites that are working with him, and that is all. And most of his policies were not acceptable to the people of Ekiti State. One of the policies, you know, you mentioned this educational thing that you said people should come and write examination. It's not because it asked them to write exam. You brought people, somebody that has been a principal. You know, there's a system. There's an hierarchy. There's a step you take in civil service. And suddenly, you're bringing someone that has been a principal to come and be a head teacher in a school. And you think that person is going to be happy? Suddenly, the person at the back is now her or his senior. It doesn't work that way. They've been waiting. Unfortunately, PDP brought out a more acceptable candidate, a friend of the people, someone that is loved by the masses, the downtrodden, the common man, the Okada riders.
But he had been there before.
Yes, because they know what he did when he was there. He did well with them.